This is the Hamatan episode. We're both. Go ahead. As you continue, our sound is bad. We'll note it as we go.
Thank everyone for joining us. This is episode 4 of No Wahala. I have a tiny cold.
Or you're recording like a kidnap.
Basically.
Because you sound like probably how the guy in the Black Taken was sound, the one with Jamie Foxx. The new Taken. Yeah, I feel like I say I have your son. That's just for the people. just for the people. Just give the people what they want to hear.
That's so rude.
Just okay. I have your daughter. Change it up. Switch it up if you want. Or I get your Pekin. Yeah.
It's been a long week.
and well, let's start this introduction. we have to do better.
Oh yeah,
2016 is almost over. Let's do better.
For sure. Well, everyone, thank you for joining us. This is episode 4 of No Wahala. I am Toon, and I am joined by my co-host Bawo, the legend himself.
Wow. What's up, people? I have nothing to do with this kidnapper, but we welcome you to this 4th episode, the glorious 4th episode to end the year right.
Oh, man. So what should we talk about first? It's been a very crazy week.
It has, but I feel like what's fresh on the mind of the people, in my mind as well, is...
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, it's the G's. It's the G's, baby. It's the G's, baby. You want to the G's, honey. Tune into the G's. Come make I knock you the G's, though.
Migos in Echo, in Lagos.
For sure. Shout outs to
the Center of Excellence.
Shout out to the whole team. Definitely.
Wow. Yeah, that's how does first off, like, I saw the promo for it because I follow some people from Beat FM on Twitter, and they're like Migos.
Well, basically, they are booked for a show in VI, and they went over there, and I found it quite interesting when the video started leaking that people were like, "Oh, why would Migos go to Nigeria? Like, people in Nigeria listen to Migos? Like, what? Bad and Bougie's lit in Lagos? Like."
Bad and Bougie was beyond lit.
Oh my gosh, the videos that we saw of the performance, nuts.
I feel like they could have just given the mic to the crowd.
Oh, it was really, really dope. I think it's really cool how they came together and turned up. Like,
you're not supposed to read a shoki and hit all the fucking bars. Excuse my French. Hit all the bars. It's still perplexing.
Dog, they took the level they took the energy to level 10.
Levels. These people don't eat eba. These are not akpu eaters. These are like,
no,
strictly chicken spot guys.
They left Alina Alenda one and got Agusi in Niger.
You think so? You think? Well,
they definitely.
I think they drink pepper soup. It does the same thing. Like, that thing knocks you out. So.
They had some suya and they realized how lit they are.
That's so crazy. Shout out to every single person that was in that concert turning up. Obviously, big ups to Beat FM for bringing that through. Because it's. I'm not sure if it's they were confident. I'm sure whoever cut the check was probably like, "Yo, you sure people are gonna come out to this?" But
oh no, they knew. I mean, they've definitely been playing the records on the radio in Lagos, so I knew that they were.
But not the DJs. The DJs and the curators would know. But I'm like, the person who signs the check was really ever hip.
So very true. You have a point.
It's like, wow, kudos to everybody because it looked great. It looked absolutely great. People looked like they had fun. I'm still, if they told me it was in the back of Atlanta, they shot that video, I'd believe it because every single person in there just.
Oh yeah, people definitely came out for that. Shout outs to everybody involved, Migos. Shout outs to stopping through Nigeria and, touching the motherland. That's dope.
That was fire. Shout out to yes. I'm at awe. I'm sorry. I'm at awe. Migos, they go from getting threats from Soldier Boy to rocking out Ninja. All the social media nonsense that has been happening. I don't even, like so even our uncle. Well, I think we got to kick him out the family. I don't know. Like,
which uncle?
Is he still our uncle, Mr. Uncle West?
Oluwa Kanye. I think we should definitely talk about that.
Yeah, like, is he still our uncle?
I hope he's okay. He just.
Oh, so you don't want to say yes or no? I see what you're doing.
I think Ye. There's nobody that can doubt that Ye has left a very important mark on the culture for sure. I think the issue is that with his recent antics, like he just canceled, basically the rest of his tour. He just canceled the European leg of his tour. He's definitely going through some mental issues right now, and he's not surrounded by the most stable and most sane group of people. So I'm sure that's definitely not helping. Kanye is always going to be a legend to me. I just wish that he had the right people around him to diagnose and correct his issues, regardless of what the origins are, or what are motivating these outbursts or whatever the case is. Like, he just needs help, and I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see what plays out next. I mean, we're hearing rumors that Kim's trying to divorce him, and that's part of the reason why he's lashing out. And
I'm like, I don't even know what to take of it. Like, I love Kanye well enough to not care about his personal life in a way that's not of fandom. Like, I just want you to be great. I want the best for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hope, you go in situations that, can help you further your career and situate things for your kids, all that.
I agree.
But as soon as it crosses that path, to be very real, like, I care less and less, because that's his thing, and he's always wanted to live a life of privacy, because he always goes off, once people are too close, ask so many questions. So I really never cared for it. But like we've said on this show before, mental health is so important. Like,
it's so overlooked, especially in our country.
It's so important, because I know, like, when you're stressed mentally, like, it's just so hard to like focus on anything else, no matter how many hours of sleep you got, no matter what you ate, what parishioner is telling you, your lineup is lit. Like, it just doesn't, it doesn't do it. So I'm worried for him as a fellow human being. I'm not paying it any more attention that it's Ye, but obviously we know the thing. We know he lost his mom. I'm not saying he's dating a Kardashian. These are things that would be chapters in the Bible. Like,
for sure.
And he dated a Kardashian, and we'd be like, wow, what's the next line? So it's crazy, but it's also like hard to not make it about us as fans, because it's like, when you see somebody going through something, be like, but you said this and you said that. And it's just like, we have to just look at the path and see where this is going. Because I'm not too sure, because obviously false prophets is now a thing that we all say, thanks to J. Cole. And it's like, now we got to question you a little more. Now we have to like shorten that leash. Yeah, we're showing that leash we've given Ye, strictly because the Cole thing, like, obviously he's doing dumb things everywhere. He's gone blonde, which I actually like. I like that he's gone blonde, because now this is a different Kanye, Like, when somebody go crazy, we want them to at least change their shoes or hats, so we can be like, yeah, he's wearing red hats now. It's like, it's his own fault that they're doing him when he has a red hat. So I'm okay with the blonde, because I feel like this is a different Kanye. He's clearly telling us there's something going on, but I don't know how much more room we can give him with, like, I think that false prophet songs, like, affects our patience with him a little more, because it's like, see, somebody said it, and he wrote that song really well. Took some healthy jabs at Wale, but he wrote that song really well, and it's just something to be said.
Agreed. Agreed. Speaking of false prophets, shout out to J. Cole. I mean, 4 Years Only, fourth consecutive #1 album. Like, that's dope.
Quadruple platinum, no features.
No features. Look, J. Cole opened up a suya restaurant. No features.
Found the lamb itself. Killed the lamb, salt,
By himself.
Washed the meat.
Right.
Like I heard he was in studio, right? And he was recording and somebody coughed. And they had to delete the whole file.
They had to start over from the jump.
Because the cough would have been a feature. It's crazy.
They don't even know his old nickname, Obalende Cole.
Tell them. Before he was young Simba, before he entered Lion King, he was first.
He was young, give them.
Young, give it to them. Like as soon as he deleted the cough, I was like, wow, this man is serious. Because it was like, that the neighbors think I'm selling dope. And it was like, whoa, who was that? And it just deleted the whole file. The man started again. No features, J. Cole. Like, the boss would just make an album and not bring his friends. Like, no, you're my mans and all, but I'm just going to go do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to be chilling with your friend and be like, yeah, I'm going to my album. I'm going to go, record some tracks. Like, anybody would be like, yeah, and everybody would be like, yo, let me come through. Oh, no.
It's going to be a solo mission, bro.
I don't do that feature thing. I'm not sure if you know.
We don't do that. Where I come from, we don't do that.
I'm J. Cole, double platinum, no features.
No, we don't do features.
Wow. Wow. Like, kudos to him. And he looks like he's just doing his thing for himself. Yeah, like he's...
Features, call. Features.
Abby. Like, bro. And then you have everybody else just quick to say, this guy is on my song, and this one did this, and this one was on the hook. And it's so weird. Like, Uncle Kanye is the king of features. Like, let's be really, really real. Uncle Kanye has had
Uncle Kanye and Uncle Khaled, both kings of features. But,
Ye has had a whole village on one song.
Anything for good music.
Yeah, he does it. Like, no, but it works. You know what I mean? Like, he had Andre 3000 say 30 hours. That's it.
Literally.
That's it. That's literally.
30 hours.
What's that song he had like 10 people in? Alicia, Mariah.
All of the lights.
All of the lights. Cali doesn't know what to do with all those people. And it's like, you listen to it like the 17th time and you're like, oh shit, this guy's on it too. Like, you hear John Legend and you're like, oh, Rihanna.
Speaking of John Legend, he's not too happy with Ye at the moment.
Oh, word?
Because you know how, first of all, before we jump into that, we have to identify the elephant in the room. We have not covered this since our last episode because we've all been literally appalled at the fact that he could even finesse himself into the White House. But it seems that Trump has 419'd himself into the White House.
Like, and Uncle, this was where I was hoping we'd get to with the Uncle Ye thing. Because, they met each other in the airport and it looked so awkward and horrible. But, this 419 stuff is just, it's really real. And I feel like...
It crossed over. Wizkid was even able to fully cross over into the U.S.
Oh, no. They made it here. Quickly. Mr. Putin did not waste time at all. He jejely researched. I honestly feel like Russia found some things. They have correct secrets of the U.S. And the U.S. knows that they cheated for our Mr. Elect. And it's just one of those things now. It's like, if you say we cheated, I'm going to tell them how 40 years ago, you guys were making attaché as salsa sauce. And it's like, wow. So now everybody just got to touch up the L. And now we have this man for 4 years.
It's a fact.
Because homie really, they were like, Russia hacked the election. Homie's like, okay, you're bugging. We're like, but Russia hacked the election. The FBI said it. Oh, no, the FBI is bugging. So
he's like, why? He's like, why? I just jump into conclusions. They're using
like, calm down, chop lollipop. Like, that's what he said. Like,
not knowing that Russia has handed him Ghana must go back full of whatever money they use there.
Bro, it's all over. Like, this is gonna be the great test, the greatest reality show man has been a part of.
Dog, when he went to China and was like, yo, China, I know y'all don't really fuck with Taiwan, but yo,
We out here.
I fuck with Taiwan.
We out here.
Once he did that, I was like, oh God.
We out here. We out here, bro. Like this is just like Dave Chappelle could never write any skit this funny. Like it's just too much. This is just literally too much. How is Trump this outrageous? Like how is it that like who's coming up with this stuff?
Son spends more time on Twitter than he spends in briefings, dog. It's so crazy to me.
Them 140s gotta fly. That's first thing. First things first. He wakes up in the morning, puts his hair on his head, and maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's just, bald in his room somewhere, just rolling over his phone, checking and just using up his data, like, and saying shit that nobody gives
Kanye and Trump they might as well be butt buddies. They're both.
Are they not? Because he went from Kanye 2020 to Kanye 2024.
I mean, he said he went to meet with Trump to discuss race issues.
Bro, but racism doesn't exist. What exactly are you speaking for colored people for? What do we?
I hope they're trolling.
This is my uncle, but he literally said racism doesn't exist. So
he did say that. He's wilding.
What do you speak? Who are you speaking for? Like everybody's one right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Kanye's a Gemini. That's probably one side of him that said that, and the other side of him said the other. Who knows?
We're waiting for the other common sense side to come back. I'll tell you that much. What bothers me about him is he's going to drop a song and it's going to be so fire.
I don't tire for Kanye, to be honest with you.
I'm not mad at you. Like that's why I'm like, is he out the family? Like if he show up at the barbecue, are we gonna give him awkward silence and then he play us a song and we're like, all right, come in, man. I put your food in the microwave, go get it. Like, like, oh, we just not gonna bump him when he drops that fire. Cause there's fire somewhere to be dropped.
Ain't about Kanye. Go shit. Like over it. Over it. He needs help, and I hope he gets it. I
hope so. That being the biggest part of it, outside of the music, similar to Cudi taking time out to deal with his issues.
Speaking of people with Twitter fingers, did you watch Insecure?
Oh, that's like, first off, shout outs to all the beautiful women doing their thing.
Shout outs to them,
and then quadruple shout outs to all the beautiful women that are melanin or just dark skin or just, trace to the motherland doing it.
Anyhow, any which way, anyhow.
So beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like, oh.
Coily, I want coily ears. I want Mowobi.
All of them, like black coily hair.
I want Mowobi.
Weave, afro.
All I was talking about them.
Mm-hmm. All of them. I'm here for every single one of those parishioners. As the Lord makes them, I pray to God and accept them and just cherish His work. But shout out to all those ladies in the show, the writers. Obviously, Issa Rae is the face of it. Shout out to her. Shout out to our auntie that's from Nigeria, Yvonne Orji, who was dancing barefooted.
Wow, she was dancing like a goat, a whole goat.
I let her know, This is what our forefathers.
A way of life.
Our forefathers did. Well, maybe our six fathers did. I'm sure they danced there, but
they didn't dance like that.
Be recorded.
She was dancing like they didn't accept her sacrifice in the village or something.
You think so? So? That means season 2 gonna be fire because she might have did some sacrificial shit. We have to find out if the White House dog is still alive.
So speaking of Issa, though, shout out to Issa Rae and Yvonne Orji. But did you see the picture of Issa with her straight hair, dog?
Issa is a joint. Like I'm not gonna say, like her teeth, like it presses me. Like it's so perfect. It just says I'm better than you.
I agree.
Like when she smiles, all 37 of them, they're just there, and they're just like, wow, are those things in your mouth? Do you consider those teeth? And you're like, oh, okay, I see how it should be. Like they're just so perfect. They look like they should be in my mother's cabinets, like just correct Chinaware. So I'm not. It's just so aggressive. She's a joint though. So is Yvonne. But Yvonne being in certain lights, I'd be like, okay, this is my sister. And in other lights, I'd be like, she's really like my 17th cousin, twice removed.
Yeah, she can. depending on the day, you know. Sometimes
the dance didn't help. I'll tell you that much. But you know,
the dance made her look like you know, house help from Calabar.
Yes, she Ekaite-ish. How's Ekaite?
Come here. Why are you shaking my hand with your left hand?
Go back in the house and make me some soup.
If I wipe your face like this,
and carry that broom, come out table. I've told you the broom doesn't belong on the table.
I'm talking, you're talking.
Yeah, the dance was not. It just was not. I feel like she took African dance in 3rd grade.
It wasn't sweet.
She's one of those. You know, when those parishioners you meet. Oh, you're African?
I did African dance in college. It was so good.
Okay, I don't understand. I'm not sure how I became a dance instructor right now. I don't know why you're telling me African dance.
Oh my God, I wish I could go back and do African dance.
Yeah, I loved it. Oh, it was one of my greatest times ever. Oh, my teacher was so sweet. So because I told you I'm Nigerian, that's good.
Issa's definitely holding it down for Senegal. I don't think I've ever encountered a Senegalese joint as bad as her.
No, I'm sorry. I've met plenty of parishioners, bro.
Really? And you've been holding them in Sunday school?
You know me. Like, I'm pro Senegal. Wow.
Even the jollof rice. You've put the jollof in front of our
I told you this already. If we were to rank jollof, I apologize to my people. Look, I will fight your wars. I will stand on the soapbox and tell people Nigeria is the greatest country till the day God, you know, Insta messages me and tells me, all right, come back. Until that day. But Senegalese jollof remains numero uno.
Son, you're dumb.
Numero uno.
Until God gets the messages, you to come back home.
Yeah, and he's like, all right, bro, you've done enough. I'm like, but it's enough. And I'm like, all right.
Oh, yeah, Bawo, too. It's time to come.
Yeah. That's it. Like, you know, he knows best. You know what I mean? Like, he said, I got the mission list. And it's like, I'll be checking it off. And then I'm going to check the last one off. I'm like, all right, let me enjoy it. Maybe like, all right, bro, come back up. But you know, now that I finally have some free time, Father, I was thinking, come back up. All right, cool.
I can't breathe. That's too funny.
That's it. No, you don't have to complicate things, you know. You live life to, you know, we all know what the finish line is. So let's not overcomplicate things. But
are you team
I am all the way. I need you guys to realize this. Like, I'm not sure how many fictional characters I've caped for as hard. I am all the way Team Lawrence. Like, like I need y'all to realize, like, and that's word to that vouch that they threw out. I am all the way Team Lawrence, my brother.
How much for that vouch?
Yo, bro, that vouch. Word to that vouch, bro. Like, as long as it sits there outside of that streets, and those big boys are there on top, I am Team Lawrence. Be like, it's not even a question.
It's too funny.
It's not a question at all. I don't see how where his wrongdoing is, you know. Like, and it was just a perfect, like, shout out to Issa and the writers. It was just the perfect transition. Like, we saw homie shape up was very funny. You know, it was very funny. It was humbling times. Like, he had the humbling shape up. It was just gallivanting around the house. He was giving dumb ideas. I'm going to do this. I'll do this. I'll do that. And he got to the bank, you know, homegirl knew what it was. Like, she saw the savings account. She was like, I see you collecting this checks, but you got a savings account. And then he pulled up to Best Buy in the Jaguar, bro. The Jaguar.
He was smart. Yeah.
The homie that told him to go to the sales section and deal with something else, if it's washing machine or something. He does not have a Jaguar. But Lawrence was humble with his thing. You know, he even put hot sauce. A man with a Jaguar eating hot sauce in a mall. These things don't happen every Saturday in LA. We know that.
It's true.
Got the shape up. Thought everything was gravy. Found a homegirl cheater. Didn't even just let me out. Walked past that vouch. Went to the strip club. You know, was offered some Ori, you know, some revitalizing Ori for a small price.
And he said, guy, why would I pay for something I can get for free? Get out of here. Tapped
his pockets and was like, I'm broke, baby.
I don't have it.
I don't. The way things are set up, the way the currency exchanges, That money can buy land in my mother's village.
See, the way my yam storage is set up,
It's not happening.
you understand?
That's bright price for Ngozi now.
Emma, wow.
That's just so he called his babe. He didn't lie. He said, "I miss you."
The babe, listen, I know I've been
Kept it very true. Kept it very true. I miss you. And then when he got to the crib, he remembered his homie said, "Yo, you're an R&B guy," because he called him that R&B guy. You gonna go back? You gonna fall back in love? He was like, "You know what? Let me take all of this," and he left that little memory of what was. Like, I'm done.
The Best Buy shirt.
Dashed out the Best Buy shirts.
He's such a G for that. He's such a G for that.
Dash it to her. Everything else though, my pillow. He took his pillow.
Dog, did you see the merciless flogging he was put on that babe, bank teller babe?
No. And then that was, I don't know if you remember Daddy Shoki dance. That's what he was doing. Just no. That was no mercy on this. It's like the babe owed him money.
He just flogged her anyhow, any which way.
The babe was enjoying it. Correct strokes, correct strokes for this babe. Like, these are the ones you have to pluck it from on top of the tree, not regular strokes. This is one you catch.
I'm very interested in what happens in season 2.
I'm ready. Like, if there's a price I could pay to skip the wait, I would. I'm not sure if I have to go and befriend Yvonne or Orji. Maybe I'll just start dropping good morning under the comments every morning.
Offer her dance classes. You and Iku, you guys can just teach her small how to dance.
Something, just small shoki, because the shoki was not sturdy at all. It was not sharp. It had no point. It had no aim. Like, I saw the hands were flailing. I was like, oh, she about to hit it. And
that shoki was very show. You understand?
Oh, no. There was no key.
There was no key. I was lucky.
There was no key. It was keyless. She needed DJ Khaled.
Speaking of keys, shout out to
please. I don't do any illegal thing.
No. I thought the keys. The keys.
Oh, the Kings. Oh, okay. I beg.
Shout out to the King, Sonny Ade, for getting the key to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That was very smooth of you, by the way. Can I just say that? You're welcome.
I know we're speaking of greatness. I was up there. Sports Center, if you guys are looking for correct transitioners. Your would-be greater assets is here.
You see, we are not. This is not the first time we are doing this thing. You understand?
It's not. Or the second either. So we won't count. In the words of LeBron James, not 4. That's another king, but that's a story for another day. But
shout out to King Sonny Ade, man.
The one and only KSA. That's so smooth, bruv. I don't know. I saw him. Was it this year? I saw him this year, and the man is 70. He was still sliding through stage.
He looks like he's 50, man.
Bro, like good 50, like Agbo Jedi 7 out of 7 days of the week, 50. Like,
yeah. So for those that don't know who King Sonny Ade is basically the master of juju music in Nigeria. Like, without King Sonny Ade, you wouldn't even have like the Wiz Kids and the Two Faces and all these guys. He made Nigerian popular music crossover the way like Bob Marley made Jamaican Rastafari music crossover into the States and the world. He reached the world through the music in the 80s, and Sonny Ade did the same thing. He got signed to an American label, definitely got the world's attention, especially after Bob Marley passed. They tried to make Sonny Ade the next Bob Marley. It didn't really happen the way they expected it to, but I mean, Sonny Ade is a legend on the continent of Africa. So.
Yeah, a legend. One of the top guitarists of all time. He's actually rated as such. He's a wonderful entertainer. Saw him twice last year perform. And 3 times? Weirdly enough, it was actually 3 times. Saw him in Nigeria and twice in New York, and the man is bad. Like, controls his band, controls his set, like, and he, at 70 years old, he was just dancing all over the place, like switching the outfits, coming back. The dancers were barely keeping up with him. Like, everybody on that stage moved with every finger. He would just raise, like, boom, stop, raise. Like, he had a dope set. And like you said, he's done so much for African music.
Absolutely.
So chill. In fact, comparable to, Bob Marley, where it's like, somebody that you think of a genre, you just think of the person. Very, very similar to that. And they both have plenty children.
Absolutely.
So it's just, even myself, I can just claim my father as King Sunny Ade.
Let's be real. A lot of people that knew me when I was younger will know that Sunny Ade actually played at my 6th birthday party. So,
just claim him. Just claim him.
You know what I'm saying? 123 albums deep. That's so crazy.
Just 123.
Just the man made 123 like this is on record. So God knows how many records that are not even on here that he's done, and they haven't accounted for them. 123 albums, and then Sunny Ade has 7 wives.
That we counting. That's no disrespect. That's just it. You know what, 7 wives, okay. I respect it because I don't think we can count that high. But we'll go with 7, Baba. Baba Sunny Ade. Come on, just 7. Only how many days a week you think we'll just stop for 7? All right, cool. Whatever. No, I'm not. The man is a bad man, just all around bad man. Like music wise, style, swag, just everything. I'm a big fan of his, and I think he's well deserving of that. I know, obviously, if you just think about it like this, if for an African artist to get it, you gotta think how hard one has to have worked to get that. And of course, he's still alive because a lot of people only get love once they pass away. So the man deserves it.
I mean,
deserves that.
Yeah, but this doesn't take away from any of the other, legendary juju musicians of his time. I mean, Ebenezer Obey.
Of course.
Shina Peters.
Ebenezer got a spin on Simpsons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they played a song on Simpsons, which was super popular.
When did this happen?
This was like 2 years ago. I'm gonna send you the episode. There was a Nigerian. It was a 419 reference episode.
They played his music.
They were at the end of it all. They just started playing Ebenezer Obey, like just on some Sunday evening chill feel. Like it was the end of the episode, and you just bumping him. And it was like, wow, like we're really growing. Like it was a whole episode. Nigerian prince with his daughter, Mo Sislak had sent money to a Nigerian prince, right? Obviously, we know the story in that. So when he saw the Nigerian prince. Yeah, when he saw the Nigerian princess, an actual Nigerian princess, he thought they were siblings. The babe that played her actually followed the babe. She's not Nigerian, but she had a respectable Nigerian accent. Like it was better than Will Smith's accent.
Does the song play in this clip?
It plays at the end. No, at the end of the episode, it plays. I don't know what episode number that is. I could try to find it for you. And what's it called? King Sunny Ade was also, read somewhere, the first to be nominated for 2 Grammys as an African artist, not just an artist, but an African artist nominated for 2 Grammy Awards. So the man has a whole lot in his resume.
Let's see. He won a Grammy for Synchro System. Easy teams, big boys. Like the man is no joke. No, he was nominated for...
Nominated or won for
nominated.
Synchro? Okay.
Nominated, let's see. He was nominated in 83 for the folk ethnic music category for Synchro System, and then he was nominated again in 1988.
Before we're even born, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
That's nuts.
Before we're running the streets and looking for parishioners for our Lord's work. Like, think about that. Man was already making news globally. Big shout outs to King Sunny Ade.
Also, shout outs to Wizkid for getting his first Grammy Award nomination.
Yes, off production, right?
For One Dance.
Oh, One Dance was, I thought what was it nominated for? I heard it wasn't nominated for Song of the Year.
It was nominated for his contribution to the views.
Got you.
So
I hope he wins. It'd be nice, to step forward.
One Dance has sold over 1 point.
I think was it the most streamed this year?
Yeah, 1 billion streams on Spotify.
Somewhere people have to listen to Wizkid say, back up and dance. Like, they don't even know. They don't know what's to come. Like, years from now, they'll be like, oh, that was him there? Because, some people don't even appreciate the fact that he's on that song.
This is true. Unfortunately, also, we just heard news that Wiz is facing 11 years in jail.
So, for the good people who might not know about this, he had a show in Uganda, and it was I don't know if it's a no-call, no-show. I'm not sure if he called from LA, but he missed his flight supposedly and couldn't make his Uganda show. And that show was like highly, highly spoken of, and I feel like it was a national thing out there. So it was a big L for every single person involved, and I'm sure Weed's got his money up front, so they're bitter about that. So it was just ugly. It was ugly in a lot of people's thoughts. So I'm not sure how it's going to end. I'm sure there's going to be some apologies. I really hope there's no jail time involved. There's different kind of bad boy image, and African artists going to jail, bad boys, just not, we're not there yet.
Yeah, I pray that jail.
We don't have enough people in spins in there for somebody to be going to jail.
Yeah, I hope that.
We don't need Wizkid making music from jail like Gucci. It's just nuts.
I agree. I hope he's able to avoid any sort of reprimanding for whatever is going on over there.
Like he should give the people. They should come up with an agreement, and he should give the people a show.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. He has a good team around him. He'll figure it out. Cool. So what else?
Yes, sir.
Trevor Noah, Tommy Lauren.
Oh my gosh. Back to the hugging. Now, I will say this. I'm not sure. I don't know the girl, and I'm not sure what it's going to take me to want to know the girl, because I don't care to know the girl. There are too many people doing things that are positive to my being that I don't even know, that I'd like to know, or people that are just inspirational, that I would be like, okay, you look like somebody I would love to like have a conversation with, and grow from the conversation type-ish. Tommy Lauren is not one of them. I have appreciated Trevor Noah's story, and similar, See the God as well. I've appreciated his story. I think they've both done way more than they should have with what they've been given. So, I appreciate them for that. But I think, sometimes you can disagree with people you look up to, or appreciate their work ethic, or you've agreed with a bunch of times and still have that respect there, And one thing that I think happens so much now is the fact that there's just this line where it's just people are like, okay, you're either always right or you're either always wrong.
Yep.
And it's just like, and also I don't think Charlemagne helps that criteria, because he jumps at the fact that he thinks you're bugging, or that he was always right all along, or there was a small chance of him being wrong, things like that. So it doesn't help. But that whole situation where you just have two black men just giving too much attention to try to have the opposite come to you and see your side, where her views, her bread and butter. Like, it's really weird to me. There's a fascination I don't understand. And I'm sure there are old white men who have similar views to hers that they're not looking to build a bridge towards, Yeah. So I don't know. It's a turn off. It's a big turn off.
I agree. I'm trying to think. Oh wait, didn't she also meet with she met with Charlemagne too, right?
Yes, she there was pictures with Charlemagne. He had went on her show previously when she said Beyonce's dating a previous a former drug dealer, blah 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 blah. Just a bunch of negatives. And then this was months previous to this, before like she really started getting into our TV, like just being in our lane, because she was in just the alternate right lane or the Republican lane, but now she's out there. So this was right when she started making that crossover, was when Charlemagne ended up in her show. And I think she was supposed to do Breakfast Club, but then she canceled it. So it's just been weird. It's been weird. And of course, Charlemagne is well versed in speaking, so he can tell you how you're bugging that you feel a certain way, or how you're not enlightened enough to see what he's planning. But I don't know. Again, similar to we're just gonna have to see how it pans out and be like, okay, I'm wrong. Like, which no one should be ashamed in saying, but as of right now, it just doesn't look right. Another craziness going online. Did you catch the footage for CeeLo Green?
Oh yeah, when CeeLo blew the what's it called, the image of him, the cell phone blowing up in his face.
Yeah,
That's so wild, bro. Wait, did they say that was a hoax?
Yeah. The thing now, he was saying he was recording for a project that's coming out. I'm guessing a visual project. And I'm a big CeeLo Green fan, but I thought that was just it just seemed like some sucker shit. Like, it just was a little weird, because everybody was going crazy for a long time. Like, are you good? Praying for him? Is everything okay? And he takes like 10 hours to reply to the fact that it wasn't real. Now, I'm sure somebody's going to tell me how busy CeeLo Green is and how he was in studio just making fire beats and coming up with things that will blow my mind, because he's dope. I loved Noah's Barkley album. I've loved his previous work, but it just was like, bruh, you could have said you were good. Like, people were genuinely worried about CeeLo Green.
This is true. I think it's whack that he used it for a publicity stunt.
Mm-hmm. And, I get it. You had the whole issue why he had to leave The Voice. He's been, under the radar for a while, so he wants attention before he drops a project. And now we all want to see what the hell he was doing when the cell phone blew up in his face. Like, what's the big story? What's the whole thing? What's the big picture on that? But it was whack that he really let it, like, get bigger than it should have, and had people actually worried about him.
It's so trash, though, because I really cared, and then I realized
and then homies coming through, sounding mad chill, Mr. Goody Mob, Nas Barkley. Like, for you to go this route was just like, wow. Entertainment is such an ugly thing. We saw it with him. We saw it with our Kardashians and Black China. It was just it's one of those things. Attention is just such. It's a weird thing, and it was just crazy online.
So we talked about CeeLo being dumb for using his fake exploding phone joint to garner attention and care, because it's whack.
And the Kardashians were the Kardashians, so water being wet should not be used.
True. Yeah, we talked about that with Kanye, right?
Yes. Water being wet should not be used. I'm not interested in the fact that Kardashians are looking for attention.
Tell us about Seun Kuti's show at SOBs.
Oh, yes. So Friday, I went out to SOBs to see Seun Kuti. This is my first ever, like, encounter with a Kuti, I showed him as much love and respect as I can. I respect the name, Just like when you hear the Marley name, it's just like, wow, you have a connection to that guy, So I have big respect for them. And I made sure I had no expectations for the show, just, vibe and see how it is. And it was really, 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 really good. He had his rants. He spoke on the government. He spoke on Big Pharma. He spoke on banks. Obviously, you can't come to America from another country and not speak on Trump. It's just that thing, So he spoke on Trump as well, spoke about how media covers African unrest after politics is post-election violence, but when it's America, is anti-Trump rallies. So he was like, yeah, let it be in Nigeria, and you guys will be like, yo, it's post-election violence, the whole country's gone crazy. And when it's in America, it's just anti-Trump. So it's not like the whole country. It's just a few people that don't like Trump. So nobody has any, So he spoke about little things here and there, how, Africa's been casted in media, how regular people have to protest, and big companies just sign a check and they go get what they need done. Spoke about THC, how it should be legal. No shock there. I'm guessing everybody knows he's into marijuana. Yeah, it was, but his performance was just amazing. The energy he brought was insane. Like, I never got to see Fela, so I thought it was a big honor to just see him in his, in his element. And spoke to him after the show. Chill guy, no filter. It was really dope to just watch a man do his thing. Fortunately, we were begging you to come, but a businessman. I'm not sure which time zone you were in, but it would have been nice, for you to have come check out the show.
I wish I went. Tight. I didn't go.
I know. What zip code? What area code were you in?
I will tell you offline.
Were you in a different time zone? Were you are you in Cali?
I don't want to offend any Parisians. You understand?
Were you in Cali for tacos before you could make it back? It wasn't really. Is that what you were up to? The Parisians. I apologize. Or were you just winning souls in some swamp area somewhere for? We know you do a lot for the movement.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just that these are rumors I'm dispelling. Obviously, which you're ignoring them. The answer is obviously no. Yeah, but so did you check out any events? I feel like you were,
Last week was such a shit show regarding holiday parties. Like, if it wasn't the Rock Nation party, it was the Cadillac party. If it wasn't the Cadillac one, it was Hennessy. Like, my brain hurts. Like even our company party, which I won't mention the name of because a lot of people don't know I work there, but it was nuts. We rented out a restaurant and it was just crazy. Then we rented out a section of the club. We basically had half of the back area of Avenue.
Okay.
And dog, I didn't leave Avenue until 4:30 in the morning. It was very, very bad.
Good week. All right. Thank God. Thank God for your week. But I don't think you're going to be having as bad a week as this person. I'm sure you're going to introduce who should be the GOAT of the week. I'm sure you get to it soon, but thank God you're not having a possible bad week as this person will. I'll let that one simmer. Because some people do dumb things, and I'm like, the tension should be brought back. Like, the tension should not have an age. Because some people really move on in life with age, but don't really move on. They're still in certain mentalities. And it's really bothersome because some people are allowed to have kids, are allowed to teach their point of view to other people. It's just very scary how people don't appreciate certain things or don't think of anybody else when they do certain things. So it's been a really weird, I guess, the perfect way to end 2016 because it's just been a really weird year. So if we're going to end 2016, might as well end it weirdly.
Word.
I'll let you introduce the GOAT whenever you're ready because I am just perplexed. I
have no idea who you're talking about.
You don't know who the GOAT of the week is?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean the GOAT of the week?
I don't. Maybe you do.
It's not the girl.
It's not the boy.
It's not the girl. Say boy.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Are you gonna speak on the GOAT of the week? I'm annoyed just off the idea of the GOAT of the week. I just saw who the GOAT of the week is, and I'm hungry.
Okay, so basically, before we talk about the GOAT of the week, we have to discuss people that cry wolf. And then get mad when people don't take them seriously after the fact. I will say that it's never good to discriminate. It's never good to call anyone out based on, or just persecute anyone just based off of language, tradition, race, whatever. Call it all that is whack. Yes, but if you're someone that's known for pranks and race baiting and all this other stuff, and real shit does happen to you, I can't feel bad for you. Unfortunately, I can't. So basically what happened was earlier this week, this prankster, I don't even know his name, this YouTuber, what's his name? Salah?
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Adam Saleh. got kicked off of a Delta flight because he claims because he was speaking Arabic to his mom on the phone and with his friend. And then he tweeted a video of him and, with him and flight attendants and other passengers of the plane basically telling him bye to get off the plane, like he was being discriminated against. But when upon further, as the day went by, we started to see statements where you see that they were being provocative on the plane, shouting and, saying wild stuff in Arabic, basically provoking a controversy. And, unfortunately, people on the plane recognized him from his prank videos. And some of his prank videos, he's definitely, made prank videos like him smuggling himself onto a plane in another city and, calling black dudes beads and just very derogatory things. And I felt bad for him at first. And I'm like, oh, this dude is definitely known for trolling. So he deserves the treatment he's getting.
It's just like you said, it's one of those things where it's like, why is this though? Issues like this going on, and then you do your research or you just take a double take. Like, wait a minute, isn't that this guy? That's always doing dumb-ish basically. Because the one thing about what he's doing is you're representing a bunch of people. What you do affects who you look like or who you sound like or who you think like, and what he's been doing, for years makes no sense to me. But somehow, somewhere, he keeps doing it, and now there's this controversy, and we have to feel bad for you. But it's hard to truly think you're not planning this when you have videos where you're talking about Arabs on a plane, counting down in Arabic on a plane, never wear this on a plane, speaking Arabic in a plane. Like, that's your history. So you're just shocking people, creating fear, recording it for views, So I'm really not sure what's next for him, but he's a goat in every which way. Like, you picked the right goat of the week. Like, why would you feel like this wouldn't come with consequence? Not just to you, but people who look like you create, this image for Arabic people, and they have to live with what you started. So I really hope something happens in which they limit what he does on YouTube, or he actually serves some time. Unfortunately, you would be another brown man behind bars, but that makes no sense for what he's been doing at all.
Yeah, for sure.
Very, very, very foolish guy.
Indeed. Well, he's the GOAT of the week. Shout outs to him. I don't feel bad for him at all.
Lashes to him. No shout outs. I really hope we find out what happens to him soon enough, because it's whack. I really think, because I have friends that are Arabic, and everybody was concerned. Like, I was concerned, not just because it's just a general person going through something they shouldn't go through, and it's like, you come to find out that this could possibly be a prank, and there are people who actually have anxiety attacks just trying to travel because they think things are about to happen to them, And there was this lady on CNN who just recorded herself being patted down, and she was, I think, of black descent, So imagine what somebody of Arabic descent is going through when they feel like, they're being targeted. So things like this are just whack. Completely whack. It makes no sense. I don't care who would find it. I don't see why anyone would find it funny. Yeah, the guy's a schmuck. I'm on his YouTube and he's a schmuck. For real. Complete goats.
So what else can we talk about? Wait, did we talk about the wedding party yet?
No, we did not. We did not talk about the wedding party.
Shout outs to Kim Adetiba. Shout outs to Banky W. Shout outs to everybody in it.
Kimmy's such a queen, bro. Another sister doing her thing, and I don't think she's had an L yet. There's just some people who don't have L's.
This is true. She's definitely out here working.
Yeah, sure. Shout out to her. Like, she's doing her thing. I can't wait to see. I'm trying to find a way to see it, but I want to support, so we're going to be patient till it actually falls in my lap and I can actually support it. Uncle Banky's in the video. we actually get to see Uncle Banky in a marriage or wedding setting, which he's not the best man. So obviously, this is a nonfiction. I mean, this is a fiction movie. It's not based on real life because I don't know. Do you see Uncle Banky getting married?
Wait, what? Did I see what?
Do you see Uncle Banky getting married in real life? Because obviously he gets married in this movie. So is that something? Do you think he will ever get married? Like, do you say like, who do you think? What do you think happens first? Kanye becomes president or Banky gets married?
I could see it happening. I don't know him that well to know like what his plans are, but I mean, I've heard he's dated so many people. Who knows?
Wow. Wow. Oh, did you hear? Wizkid might be joining the Single People. There are rumors of that.
Yeah, I heard, but I don't want to comment because
There's that. I've heard Meek Mill and Nicki. It's just been a weird end of the year. Like, there was Love in the Air and 2016 has been just very weird. By the way, rest in peace to Craig Sager. I know I was a fan of his work. I'm not sure if you were before we played the track. I just wanted to say that because he was a big fan. Just touching in on the 2016 endings. So big rest in peace to that guy. I know there were a couple. Who else? Alan Thicke passed away. Big fan of the show as well.
Alan Thicke's dad. So,
yes.
Rest in peace, Alan Thicke.
2016 has been weird,
very, very weird. I mean, I had a mentor of mine recently pass away as well. Rest in peace, Mar Brown, Atlantic Records.
Oh yes,
industry veteran. I mean, like what? Like there's so much I can say, but it's like I just can't. His family, his kids, like love to all of them. I'm wishing them peace, and it's going to be very tough. It's just sad. It's like the holidays. You have to deal with this now. It's just.
So I guess we can lead that into the tracks of the week. The Put On, Master himself, Mr. Tune.
The tracks of the week.
Oh, I'm doing my hand rub because I found a gem. As a Nigerian guy, I found myself a gem. We're both highlighting artists that aren't all. They're not. Well, we both have non-Nigerian artists in our list, so I think it's dope. This shows versatility. I have a Liberian artist, a Liberian group called PCK and El Frankie. It's El Frankie, but I'm pretty sure it's Liberian El Frankie. The name of the song is called I Hear. It's like a proclamation. I'm here, but it's I hear. So you gotta, patois, pidgin, whatever it is, just finesse it. PCK and El Frankie, I hear. The song just dropped maybe like a week and a half ago, and it's just all flames. It's all flames. Tune has it ready to play.
Shout outs to PCK and El Frankie. Here's I Hear.
El Frankie, my man. Just them more breakfast, baby.
Tell your mom, say I hear. Go tell your pa, say I hear. Tell your mom, say I hear. Go tell your pa, say I hear. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say I yeah. Go tell your pa say I yeah. Tell your man say I yeah. Go tell your pa say I yeah. And they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, they wonder your ball, the ball I can kill your dog. Tell your man say yeah. I won't see your Oma, I won't see your Oma. I won't fly your papi before I rap it. I won't see your Oma, I won't see your Oma. I won't fly your papi before I rap it. See, I worry. You to be a director, enemy I tell it sorry. Today I here to be them porry. Boy your Oma won't kill it, your papi won't kill it, your sister won't kill it.
Shout out to PCK and El Frankie. That was I Hear.
Right, so I'm gonna break it down for you guys, right?
Yeah, because I don't understand.
I had to do the research myself and call up my Liberian connects after getting put onto this jam. So The I hear obviously means I'm here, and he says, "Tell your ma and tell your pa say I hear." Like he's saying, "Go tell your mom and your dad I'm here." So now this is where it gets fun. It says the one who could kill your dog. Now that literally, if you just change the word dog to cat, do you get the reference now?
I do. It's
Right.
very clever.
Right. It's very, very wrong. Like it's not kid friendly at all. So the story is homegirl's been acting different and the parents want to know what's going on. Like who's doing this to you? Who got you hooked like this, you know? And homie's like homie finally shows up at the parents' crib. Like go call them up. I'm here. Let them know it's me that's been, holding it down and I'm ready to pay your dowry. Like I'm ready. Your parents want kids, like all that. We gonna take care of that. Like that's what he's saying. Like tell your pa say I hear, tell your ma say I hear. The one that kills and then that's the smack he's talking. And that's why I'm like, yo, this jam is just flames. Like how good must you feel about yourself to just come through like that and be like, yo, this is me. So yeah, but that's my pick of the week. PCK and L Frankie. I hear. Give it a listen. It's worth it. And it's dab friendly. So why not?
This is a very different song. I wasn't expecting to hear all of that.
You weren't expecting to hear all that, right? Like this is my first Liberian song that I've enjoyed, and it's like on 300. It's not nice at all. So, but shout outs to them.
Let's see. So, what is my song of the week?
I want to hear this one. Right.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be the new R2B featuring Wizkid tonight.
Okay. Well, another non-Nigerian artist. I told you guys we are trying here.
This is true.
We're showing love to everyone and anybody.
And shout outs to Becca because she's the one that made me like this song a lot.
She never have it like this way. Yeah. So every day she calling me, they come my way. Yeah. Me, I know be dog, I dey rock my gate. Yeah. She said she want everything all the same. Ah, yeah. She calling me every night. I tell I'm say no be love. Say she be falling for me already. She wanna do it all again.
She tell me say come tonight, oh. She tell me say she's in love, oh. She's in love with the Wizzy, baby. She wanna do it all again. Yeah, my girl, I give you tonight, oh. Yeah. Say I'ma give you tonight, oh. Oh la 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 la. See my girl, I give you tonight, oh. La.
It's definitely that record.
Wiz and R2B is a winning formula. Just very simple deduction. I don't think that makes me a genius, but I thought I'd let y'all know.
He's definitely not stupid for signing them.
Bruh, he just collected all of Ghana.
Man, there's so many good artists from that area for sure.
Yeah, and I think Mr. Easy had a show in Lagos a couple hours ago. It's been mixed reviews, but I'm sure we'll find out more as time goes. And I think he's coming to New York later on, right?
I've been hearing that.
Yeah, but we're not gonna count our eggs because we've heard about Burner and that burned to the ground. So we'll see. We'll see. Those are two people I want to see perform live, like a crowd similar to, the Baj and Bougie. I want Badati Bougie crowd, the Migos. Like I'm still on that. I know that's how we started the show, but I'm still on that. But it would be dope to see Burner out here, and it would be dope to see Mr. Easy out here. Those are two people. Is there any artist that has been to New York from Nigeria you would want to see? Just accent name. Oh, Yemi Alade.
Is she dope live?
I don't know. I would love to see that. I might have to YouTube her shows because I would love to see her. I love her songs, and she has great energy, like in her videos. I've seen a few female artists from Nigeria perform. They've been a little too cool. But I think Yemi Alade would kill it. I don't know.
Who do you think is one of the better female artists over there?
Outside of Yemi Alade? I've heard good things about Lola Ray.
I like her too.
I feel like you like her very well. Your voice just said that. Is that something we should know? Does she attend your church?
Who's she signed to?
Nobody big. A lot of people come with their labels nowadays. Young MA out here rocking heavy with her label. So I'm not shocked when artists do it and still, create a wave. It's the harder task, So is Chance truly not signed? Like he's not connected to anything whatsoever in the back end or anything like that?
He is not signed.
It's dope, man. That's just the American dream right there.
He's independent, but not really.
Right, because I know there's usually some kind of stipulation or I just need them to butter my bread small.
Yeah, shout out to Chance. He's definitely doing his thing.
So I think we covered everything we wanted to cover. Still Team Lawrence. Can I say one thing about people calling Lawrence broke? I feel like there was an injustice. I think people are comparing Lawrence to Earn from ATL.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They keep calling him broke. I don't know where they're getting that from. It bothers me. Like, I'm really Lawrence Hive. I'm like ultra Lawrence Hive. So it really bothers me. I just thought I'd let the world know that. That's all I have to say. That's my comment for the evening. That's my passing comment.
What advice do you have for the listeners this week?
I spoke about it on Instagram, small. Just let people be. Like, let people be happy. A lot of, actually, people are too much. They're too much. Like, the semester has come to an end, and people will post their grade, and people will talk about, you took easy classes. Like, let people celebrate their classes. Don't be Mr. Actually, or did you know, or I actually wouldn't have done that. Just let people enjoy themselves more. Like, life is too short, and people are full of stress and responsibilities. Don't add to it. Just let people be happy. That's my own.
I agree. My advice, even if a chick tells you she's single, don't necessarily trust it.
Wow. Wow. You get an invite to a party and then you're like, they're like, yeah, come as you are. And you go in and people are dressed differently from you. And that's what you just did, sir. You just changed it. The DJ stopped playing hip hop, and all we have now is just Tim McGraw's finest hits. And it's okay. Thank God. Sir, when will you change your life? Just a random question.
I'm doing my best.
You've been an usher for years. You've been parabolating all over this building. You have to now be an elder. You have to sit up front. You have to sit up front. You have to change your ways. Stop introducing yourself to the new members of the church.
Man, if you only knew what I've experienced this week, you would understand that what I'm saying is very applicable in real life. These chicks be lying.
I'll just keep dodging trouble, Sha.
That's all we can hope for. Just gotta pray every day and hope that may a good gift not get you in bad trouble.
Amen. That deserves offering time, Seth.
Oh man, definitely. Tithes will be taken.
15%.
All right. Well, until episode 5.
Yes.
Boom. So this was great. Definitely share, comment, retweet, all that. And the next episode should be more lit. I should be feeling much better. Sorry, y'all, for my voice sounding like absolute garbage tonight.
Hamatan. This is the Hamatan episode, just in case.
Please send me pepper soup.
Send pepper soup.
Please, all the listeners, please kindly send pepper soup.
SOS, send our soup.
Send our soup. Thanks, Ebonche. This is episode 4 of No Wahala. Thanks for listening. We will be back, and hopefully not in 2 months for the next episode.
We do it better and well.
Boom, Tune and Bawo out.
Peace.